Val is a recruiter at Silica Enterprises, a company that makes popular web based games. They came across your GitHub account while looking for web developers with Node.js experience. Val reached out and invited you to apply for a role on their fantasy games team. This sounds like a great opportunity. Part of the application involves a take home assignment that showcases your Node.js skills. This assignment is to create a command line role playing game in which the player will fight a series of enemies. The player can drink potions to increase their health, strength, and agility. Val recommended that your assignment exhibit two skills very important to the team: knowledge of object oriented programming, OOP, and experience with test driven development, or TDD. Considering how much you've learned so far in this course, you were confident that you could learn these skills as well. You agreed to apply. So let's talk about these skills. Object oriented programming organizes your logic into objects. Objects have variables called properties and functions called methods. In this game, you will learn how to model almost everything as an object. For example, you will learn how to use constructor functions to create player and enemy objects. You'll also learn how to add properties to these objects to store the name, health, strength, and agility values of the individual character. Then you'll learn how to use classes to instantiate objects. That is, you'll use abstract classes as blueprints to create specific objects. Using classes will make it easy for you to add methods for functionalities such as get attack value, get stats, and use potion. Once you know how to use classes, you'll also learn how to use one of their most powerful features, inheritance. Inheritance will let you create a higher level class, such as character, as the parent for both the player and enemy classes. Inheritance lets us easily create methods in the parent class that are common to both player objects and enemy objects. For example, health, strength, and get attack value, to name a few. In other words, player and enemy will inherit these traits from the character parent class. But there's more. The enemy and player classes can also have their own distinct properties and methods. For example, player can have get inventory, but enemy can have get description. All this probably seems a bit confusing to you right now. You're going to get a really strong grasp of these concepts in no time. It'll be like you chugged a potion of wisdom, I promise. All throughout this project, you'll also use test-driven development to build a better application. This will consist of two steps. First of all, you'll write a failing test for new functionality. Then, you'll write just enough code to make those tests pass. You'll write tests for your character, player, and enemy classes to ensure that they function perfectly as you write the game logic that depends on them. This might sound like extra work, but once you get into the rhythm, you might even find it fun. Plus, everybody likes to pass tests, right? By the time you've completed this project, you'll have a great handle on object-oriented programming and on test-driven development. Learning these skills will definitely make you a stronger candidate for the role at Silica Enterprises, but perhaps more importantly, these skills will make you a stronger developer, whether you're writing back-end code or front-end code. The more tools you have in your inventory, the more creative you'll be in combat. Well, I guess I mean in your career. So grab your favorite potion and let's gain some experience points.